Barbara, and my cousin at the bar is the owner of this place. Yeah, and we are the only roasting coffee shop in this town. So this big yellow smiley face here, it's our coffee roaster. And we use 2 types of beans for the blend of roasting process.
How old is it?
It's from 1991.
Wow.
And it still works perfectly and actually survived the war. There's kind of a little story, family story behind the roaster. His parents opened roasting coffee shop in 1991, 8 months before the war started here. And they had to close the shop because of the war, but they somehow managed to keep this machine inside the basement so it doesn't get destroyed. And 8 years ago, when he graduated, couldn't find a job at a time, he decided to take the machine and to open the place again. And Alma is his mother, so it's Café de Alma. And it means soul in Spanish, so it's like coffee or soul, and everything is kind of connected.
That's beautiful.
And the only coffee that we decided to serve in this shop is traditional Bosnian coffee, because our goal is to give our guests a bit of tradition. I mean, at the bar you can see that we have espresso machine and mocha and French press and filter behind him there. We've tried our coffee, it works perfect in many other coffee machines. And the point is to give you one of the most important parts of our tradition. We love our coffee, and even more than the coffee, we love our time spent with coffee. So that's why our coffee is a ritual of time.
Yeah.
Your coffee is a time for you to fully relax, forget about your problems, obligations, work, anything that bothers you, leave them aside. You first have your coffee, then you go chase your life again. So in our culture, coffee to go is a big no-no here. And even espresso we drink for at least 1 hour, so that's how much we love our time with coffee. And the way how we make this coffee is actually very simple. This copper pot we call jezva. I put coffee powder inside this pot. Yeah, I boil the water, it's a Turkish word. And they also call it jezva. I boil the water separately, then I pour the boiling water over those grounds, and then boil it together just once. And as the hot water hits those grounds while boiling, it lifts all of them up to the top of the pot. That's why this is so dark and muddy, and it's very thick inside, all the grounds are on top. And if you pour it like this, which I assume that you would do because you didn't know how to drink it, you would eat all those coffee grounds. We need to put them down. And the first step is to put some cold water on top. Cold water is heavier than this boiling coffee, and as it falls down, it creates vacuum inside the pot and it pulls the grounds down. But there are just a couple of them still on top, so the next step is to mix this cream. And then you take this cream and you put it inside your cup. This cream of coffee we call kaymak. Yeah, and this is definitely the best part of this coffee. We don't want it to get lost. It's some kind of reward from the coffee.
Yeah.
And after that, you just simply pour the coffee. There you go. Our coffee has been served. So in this pot, here's the second time for you to pour. When the coffee gets dark and muddy, when you see those grounds coming inside your cup, you just stop it pouring. It is custom to have something sweet with your coffee, so you have some Turkish delight with rose petal flavor. That's your dessert. And if you need sugar, we traditionally use it in those big cubes. And the traditional use of sugar is that you take one of the cubes between those 2 fingers. And you dip it one time very quickly, just a small corner inside a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
And you bite it. You hold the sugar in your mouth and you drink coffee over it, so you have mixed everything in your mouth at the same time.
That's very beautiful. Yeah, thank you very much.
Enjoy and take your time.
Thank you.
Sure thing. And here's your coffee. Enjoy.
Hvala ti živi. Ajde da se vidimo. Da se ravni svoje. Hvala ti si tamo.
Hajde ti reklamu postavim, ako nije problem. Da se ne penjem na
More.
Jednostavno je tebi više.
svaki dan skoro pišem. Šta mogu ja uzeti z lekcije sad? Šta da ti ostavi?
Ostavi mi nešto malo eura da imam veće slušu. I ostavi da mogu dnevnicu uzeti Marko.
Feelings idu. Nema više.
Samo se